Here's how I caught my wife of 3 years cheating on me at the same place we worked at. And this was like 4 years ago, so I can talk about it now. But this story gets wild, so buckle up. So at the time, we were both working at Starbucks. I was the assistant manager at the time, and she was the main manager. And we were going through a hiring period. We had to get people at the job because everyone was quitting during the time due to their family issues, all this stuff. So we opened up applications, and we had a bunch of people come in. I mean, a lot of people came in. But no one had the qualifications for Starbucks. And I mean literally nobody. And so we were getting honestly kind of freaking worried because we couldn't hire anybody. And then this one dude walks in and my wife automatically hires him on the same day of the interview. And I was like, okay, what the hell? This guy still has no qualifications, looks kind of funny. What's going on? And then she told me that he's actually a really good guy and is actually a good worker. I was like, how do you know this? She was like, just based off his personality. I'm like, all right, whatever. We got to hire somebody. Let's do it. So around 2 weeks go by and I see them always in the back. Every time I ask her, she's always like, oh yeah, I'm making the schedule. And then I was like, why is this man helping you make the schedule if he's literally a regular worker? She then proceeds to tell me that he was literally upgraded to shift lead. And I was like, okay, what the fuck? You didn't even hire anyone and do it that quick before. But I was really busy that day, so honestly did not worry about it. But this is how I knew something was up. So one day, I think it was like a Friday that day, and usually every Friday we take spicy cubes together. And if you don't know what spicy cubes are, it's pretty much a thing you take where it makes you get really in the mood. I'm talking like you're on go mode. But for some weird reason, he had to leave early. He said it was because like a family issue. I didn't really think much of it because I was busy closing that day, but I was like, okay, whatever. And then my wife comes up to me, gives me a really, really big hug and says, bye, babe, I gotta go home. I gotta take care of the dog. I'm like, you ain't never cared about this dog before. What are you doing? I was like, okay, whatever. I gotta close up either way. I'll do this by myself. So after I closed up, I went to the back and I looked at my locker, and we usually keep the spicy cubes in there because we either get them either week. And they were gone. And I was like, okay, no one even has the code to my locker besides my wife. So how did this even happen? Called her, no answer. I was like, okay, something's got to be going on. So I called him and no answer. So I was like, okay, something is going on. So I went back to the house and saw what they were doing there, bro. I was like, okay, fuck this. And I saw the spicy cubes in there as well. And then I ended up filing my divorce papers like 2 weeks later. But it all ended up working out because I started talking to my college sweetheart again. And we're now having our second kid. So guys, just watch out for the red flags. And if you want to have fun with your partner, get spicy cubes.